Hey there Facebook, it is Vanessa here again, your speaker, trainer and coach from Live, Love, Give, and today I'm bringing you a message in the rain actually. It's so muggy and warm here in Rome, but I'm off tomorrow, so I wanted to tell you a bit about where I'm off to after I wanted to share today's message with you guys, which is all about surrounding yourself with people who can help you bring consciousness to your unconscious patterns in a way that inspires you to grow. And that's really what I want to dive into with you guys today. And the reason why this message has kind of come to me today has been because I finally made some really good quality time for myself this morning and got into some of my writing. And as you guys who've been following me for a while probably know, because I say it all the time, when I'm writing, that is my absolute number one ideal way of actually connecting more deeply with myself, having some introspective time and really just kind of working out what is going on inside of me. I need to get it out. When we talk about introverts and extroverts, it's a great way of looking at, you know, how we actually which world we kind of perceive to be the real world, in which we kind of make sense of everything. So introverts tend to kind of have a really innate ability to go into their internal world, and that feels most real to them. So they can do a lot of, you know, deciphering inside of themselves. But as an extrovert, for me personally, I need an avenue of getting it out there into what I deem the real world, which is the external world. And that's just one avenue that I personally do it in terms of in my writing. I love when I get to surround myself with people who, you know, I feel like they can really hold space for me and I get to just talk it out. That's my absolute ideal. It's why, you know, doing all these Facebook Lives every single day, I'm trying to add value to you guys, but they're so valuable to me because I don't know what I'm going to really talk about with you guys. I just kind of, an idea comes to me and then I get to talk it out, and that's how I get to make sense out of everything going on in my internal world. But what happened for me today was I got to sit down and I just wrote about whatever kind of came up. And for me, it came into really tapping into like getting more clarity, particularly around intimate relationship in terms of what is it that I actually really want? What is it that inspires me? You know, and based on what I've experienced and based on what I want to experience, what my compelling vision is, like what do I want more of? And also what have been kind of the patterns that have been playing out for me that have gotten in the way of me having what I really want. So I did some work around that this morning, and it came up with this kind of message about who you want to invite into your inner circle. And as a general rule, I really personally, I've come up with that the fact that you want to surround yourself with people who can help you bring consciousness to your unconscious patterns in a way that most inspires you to actually grow. So there's different versions of people that we can have in our lives. We can have people who simply do not allow us to bring any more consciousness to our unconscious patterns because they're too caught up in their own world and what's going on for them, and not getting outside of themselves to go, hey, I'm noticing this pattern within you from a great place, wanting you to grow. They're just caught up their own little world. Maybe you've met them and they just want you to be who you were when you first met them because that fits with their identity and it helps to solidify their identity or whatever the case may be. So that's number one, people that we could have in our lives. Excuse my multicolored nail polish. I was testing some nail polishes. It's weird. Anyway, so that's the one version of person that we could have in our lives. The people who are just oblivious to our conscious and unconscious patterns. They're just trying to get by in their own way and they want us to stay the same, remain the same, and they're just consciousness doesn't go there. The second kind of person who notices your unconscious patterns, but doesn't want to tell you about them because that might mean that you either might change and they don't want you to change because it works for them, whatever that unconscious pattern is. Maybe you're a people pleaser and they kind of like that you're a people pleaser, you know, it gets their needs met, and or whatever it is, right? Or the third type of person is the one that notices your unconscious patterns but doesn't want to tell you because they don't want to hurt you, for instance. They don't want to tell you doing you anything wrong because that might create conflict. So you remain oblivious from their help in terms of bringing consciousness to your unconscious patterns. And then finally, there is the type of person who notices your unconscious patterns and absolutely wants you to be your highest self and the best version of who you are, because they can see that you've got so much potential and they want that for you. And they can probably also see, if they're smart enough and have had enough emotional intelligence and experience, know that the only way to create truly extraordinary quality of relationship with anybody is for them to have a really great relationship with themselves, and you have a really great relationship with yourself. So you're not in a needy dynamic, you're actually full rounded out individuals who take full responsibility for their own personal development and growth and emotional state, and they're looking to grow and evolve and change, and they're not threatened, and they don't deem things as criticism if you shine light on their blind spots. They actually want you to do that for them. They are up for the challenge. And that particular type of person, that fourth type of person, they know how to deliver it as well. You know, and even, you know, they know that their intention is to help you, and they portray it that way. And you, you know, you have that kind of connection. And even if they say something that kind of rubs you the wrong way, but they don't say it perfectly, because nobody's perfect. And at times we're not going to be able to communicate perfectly, and we're not going to be in the side of the head of another person, so we can only do the best that we can with the tools that we have in our own personal experience. But ultimately, if they can help you shine light on your unconscious patterns so that you can be most inspired to grow, they're your peeps. They're the ones that you want to surround yourself with, and in particular, your intimate partner. I really do believe that what makes or breaks an extraordinary quality of relationship that is ever evolving, ever deepening, ever expanding and getting better and better is whether or not you both have growth mindsets and you are absolutely open and willing to change and make shifts and grow and evolve no matter how uncomfortable it is, and you're open to somebody that you love, that you've chosen to spend your life with, or whatever that is for you. You have obviously chosen that person for a reason, and you know that is why what you want to do is make sure that that person that you have chosen, obviously you trust them, and wouldn't you rather have an absolute team player, you know, somebody who has absolutely got your back no matter what, and if you feel like you can't trust them enough to shine light on your unconscious patterns, oh my god, there's the biggest mozzie ever. I just killed a mozzie on Facebook Live. Sorry, but I get so bitten. That is so funny. But so anyway, you want to select that partner that you trust and that's your teammate, and that you have the kind of relationship in which you both know that you can bring anything to the table, and you can trust each other's best intention is to grow each other and to grow the relationship. And the way that I like to look into this is looking at your intimate relationship as a third entity. So it's not about you always getting your way or them always getting their way, but whatever is best for the relationship moving forward is how you make your decisions, and obviously how you're going to grow your relationship is having such openness and transparency that you can actually bring anything to the table and discuss anything that you wish with that person, and you're able to feel comfortable enough to shine light on each other's blind spots and be willing to receive and look at that as no matter how uncomfortable it may actually be. So really hoping that me sharing this is of value to you guys, and just get you thinking about, what are your unconscious patterns? I'll give you a quick example that what I came up with and what I know to be one of my major unconscious patterns in relationships that I've done a lot of work to bring a lot of consciousness to, but I can definitely slip back into this pattern, and it is the pattern of being so externally focused that when I enter any sort of relationship, I love learning about other people, working out how I can meet their needs, make them happy, help them grow and progress and reach their potential. That's what I love to do. It's why I do the work that I do. But a pattern that I have had in my intimate relationships that has really been detrimental to them has been that I've done that in such a way that it's been self-sacrificing. And I have gone away from doing the introspective work and been so focused on making other people externally to me happy, so that I can therefore feel happy about their emotional state. So it's like I'm utilizing their emotional state to manage my own, rather than managing my own emotional state so that I can be a leader of my energy, and from that place not have to have people feel happy, in this unconscious way. I'm trying to make them happy so that I can feel happy, but instead I'm consciously looking after my own internal world so that I can actually give people what they need rather than what I want them to have in order for them to feel good so that I can feel good, if that all makes sense. That's my unconscious pattern that I've run my entire life, but probably over the last 5 years I've been pretty conscious of that and working on that one. But as you guys know, I've kind of for a period of time taken a break from relationship after my last 5-year relationship, and when I've done that, it's easy to when you're not in relationship to not have that experience and not fall back into that unconscious pattern. But every time I get new people into my life, I can definitely tend to fall into that pattern, and I'm working on that now. And I'm really grateful to say that I've got very special people in my life who I trust, and I know they have my best interests at heart, and I can work on this particular unconscious pattern that I'm bringing much more consciousness to, but I can work with them on that, and I'm so grateful for that. And that's why I wanted to bring this message to you guys, in hope that you are absolutely surrounding yourself as well with the kind of people who absolutely can help you bring consciousness to your particular individual unconscious patterns, so that you can learn and grow. There's so many mozzies out here. Oh my god, there's a big one. All right, so I want to check in with you guys. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm gonna get bitten. All right, I want to check in with you guys, and I'm gonna run back inside so I don't get covered in mozzies. I've been so eaten alive here in, oh my god, I'm nervous now. All right, check in with me, say hi, let me know where in the world you're checking in from. Say hi. Have you got any questions or comments while I'm getting distracted by all the mozzies around here? And let me know what's going on in your world and any words of wisdom that you want to share with us all. So I've got Bapuni and Hussey's in the house. I love it. And Judy and Carlos. Thank you, my friend. And Bina, thank you for your wisdom wonders. You're always welcome, Bina. I always love having you live, and grateful that you're getting value here. And Natasha's here, and Rose. Hey, beautiful Natasha. Great to see you again. And Huss, you're digging my belt. Thank you. My dad actually bought it for me. So I was like, oh, thanks, Dad. Good taste. Love it. Thanks, Huss. And Vickers is here, and I'm loving that you're finding something excellent here today. And Jen's here, and Tara, and Rod, and Victoria, yay. And Sparky, hello to you, my friend. And Paul's here, and Shemetra, and Kelly, and Narinda, and Moyne, and Romany, and Ventura, and Leslie, and Brian, hello to you, my friend. And Victor, and Jimmy, hello to you. And Aaron's here, and Huss, I so enjoyed discovering your language v mosquitoes are mozzies now. Cool. Yeah, us Aussies definitely call them mozzies. Nearly got another one on the iPad. I love it. Yes, mozzies, take it up, bring it into the US. I love it. And Patty's here, and Cynthia, and yes, calling in from Chicago, Natasha, I love it. And Herman's here, and Alexandria, yay. hello to you, and the amazing Charles. I hope you guys are absolutely smashing up the Netherlands. I bet you guys are. But really, that is my message for you guys today. Absolutely loved being back in Rome. I don't know if you guys saw, but last night I actually went to the opera, and it's something that I have absolutely been wanting to knock off the bucket list for so long. Actually, when I was in Sicily back in 2013, I tried to go, I actually went to the opera house, one of the major opera houses in Sicily. Forget the name of the town I was in, but I booked it online, and it was all in Italian, and got there, and it was at the opera house, but it wasn't actually opera. It was something super weird, and it was like this orchestra playing the kind of music that you would envision would be the soundtrack to your worst nightmares, like so weird. And then they had this Lama come out. It looked exactly like the Dalai Lama, and he actually, that was quite awesome. Actually, he did some, I don't know what you call it, but that singing was really quite phenomenal. Actually, had a really powerful, sort of quite spiritual event, but it was nothing of what I was expecting to see. But yeah, the opera here I found just kind of last minute. I was just like, oh my gosh, we should definitely be going to the opera here in Rome. Let's see what's available. And actually we went to a palace and watched the most incredible opera performance, and it was magical and amazing. And any of you guys going to Rome, I would highly recommend going to that. So reach out to me if you want some tips on that. And off to finally drop the car back. I'm so grateful we're not going to be driving around anymore. Getting on a fast train up north to Verona, and going to go check out Venice, and then we'll, after a few days in Verona and Venice, going to head to Milan. So super excited to bring you guys to those areas as well. And last little comments before I sign off. That Matt's joined, and Karim, hello to you, and Colin and Sergio are here as well. I hope that you guys catch the recording, get a ton of value from today's message. I'm signing off. Huss, last comments. Oh no, don't tell me I can't open your comment again. What is going on? Huss, Huss is in the house, reminds me of Martin's. Jerome is in the house. I love it. So good. I can't read the rest of your comment. I think I might have to update my app on my iPad. That might be the problem. But I love it, Huss. Absolutely. I can't help but say that. So, I don't know. Just rolls off the tongue. And Akka is here, and Manoj, hello. The topics you bring for us are very valuable, and we get inspired, and I'm trying to apply. Can't read the rest of your comment, Manoj. Hopefully when I sign off, I'll be able to open it up on the feed, and I'll get back to you, Manoj. And I'm so grateful that you are finding value in these topics. So much gratitude and appreciation for that. And Eamon is here as well. Hope you catch a recording, my friend. As always, guys, I am sending you all of my love, light, blessings, gratitude, energy, enthusiasm, everything extraordinary coming to you to wherever you are in the world today. I hope it's beautiful, amazing, and extraordinary. And I hope that you guys are definitely doing something empowering today or tonight, wherever you are, as I kill mozzies, or try to. And I hope that today's message has definitely served you and got you thinking about who you're surrounding yourself with, and being much more intentional about that. And I am signing off. I'm sending you guys all of my love, and I will see you tomorrow.